Hello, my beautiful angels, starseeds, and dreamers. Welcome back. My name is Violeta. This is a timeless tarot reading for you. Yes, you. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. All signs welcome. I'm feeling a very calm energy from you, which is a big departure from the last few readings. You're starting to stabilize your nervous system. Your feelings have begun to get grounded. You have begun the grounding process. Well done. It was hard to ground recently. It was hard to relax. It was hard to be in your peace because everything was going on all at once around you, and there was chaos and too much. There was too much. You couldn't take anymore. You wanted a break, but you didn't get a break, and you were getting more and more frustrated, and then it all exploded in so much emotion, so much old stuff rising to the surface. But you did it. You handled it well. You almost felt like you wouldn't be able to make it, but you did it. You're my hero. You did. I know. It was near impossible. It was huge. After this moment, you'll look back on these moments and realize that you've gone through something extremely hard and you didn't fall apart. You rose out of the ashes like a phoenix, and you're still tired, you're still in a bit of a shock, a bit numb, but you'll get better. You'll ground yourself into a new normal, a new beginning, a new life, a new reality when this one departs. You're almost there. Don't worry. I almost forgot the cards. I don't know why. Voice. I'm hearing oracles today. Okay. Voice of the Soul's Oracle is first. Then we're gonna grab a couple more, and I don't know if we're gonna get to tarot because we'll see. Spirit is weird today. Spirit is weird sometimes, and anyway, whatever Spirit wants. Confirmation. I'm just a channel. I'm just a messenger. Let's see, what can you expect at the moment? What are you going through at the moment? Regrets. In reverse. This stopped me for a moment because you're not the kind of person who regrets easily. And it felt like you were overcoming some kind of regret. Something you haven't faced. This is why it stumped me, because the whole process happened so fast, in seconds, in my mind. Like this whole picture that I hadn't seen before. But so fast, just clarity out of nowhere about a situation that I hadn't thought about in that way before. And I feel like you're realizing something that you might have regretted, but now you need to release. You need to forgive yourself. You forgive the situation or the person. Just release the regret. The regret. You regret so rarely that it's almost like it escaped your attention. This regret, it escaped your attention. You masked it with something else. You focused on another feeling, like disappointment or blame or guilt or something. You masked it. You put it over the regret, and you were like, there, this is what it is. But it was actually regret. And you didn't want to face it because it was too hard. And you didn't want to see the truth. You were projecting some things on other people that you were going through, and maybe they were too, but it's a two-way street. It's not just you, it's not just them, it's all around regret, I'm hearing. Not in a, you did everything wrong. No, you didn't do anything wrong. You could have handled some things better, I'm hearing. And some kind of situation, you're just tired of it, you're over it, and you want to put it behind you for good. Maybe more than one situation, actually. That's what I'm hearing. More than one situation. A few things behind you because they don't belong in your new life. No place for regret because there's only place for happiness. This new reality that you're creating is a place of happiness. That's why you're releasing so much unhappiness. You've been purging so much unhappiness because there's no place for it anymore, and you're a part of you, the unhappy parts have been clinging on to you for dear life. Please don't make us leave. We'll do anything. We just want a little bit more time. Those parts are over. And I feel like you're almost nostalgic about it. It's almost like you wish you didn't have to part with any parts of yourself. They didn't do anything wrong. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional. They didn't do anything wrong, those parts of you. They needed protection, and that is why you wanted. I got this message recently that Spirit's not going to save you. It's not going to swoop in, or nobody's going to swoop in and just save you. You do the work. And the thing is, a part of you wanted for this one time to be saved. But not you as you are now. You wanted those parts to be saved. Those weak, sad, hurt parts of you from the past. You wanted to give them something, like a gift. You wanted to say, here, this person is going to save you. This thing is going to save you. But only you can save them. And I don't know why you're not seeing yourself as a savior. Because you are the savior. Don't you get it? You've been working this whole time to save those parts. Didn't you get it before? Well, now you do. You were the savior this whole time, and you just couldn't see it. You don't see yourself as a savior. You always saw yourself as someone who needed to be saved. But you no longer need that. Isn't that beautiful? A very profound message, indeed. Abundance. Happiness, abundance. Message of love. This next stage, You might not believe this, but the next stage is going to be so good. Because you got rid of all the bad. You're the person who brings the abundance, the happiness, the love. Stop looking for things outside of you to fill that need inside. I know you know this lesson, but I'm just saying it again because sometimes you don't know you're doing it and you forget that you're doing it. And that's okay, that's human, but remember that you're the one who's supposed to save those parts, those sad parts, the scared little kid in the corner who was crying, who was hiding, who was terrified. You can save that kid yourself. You don't need the help from anyone else or anything else. Seriously, visualize yourself going back to those moments and take care of that kid inside because he or she needs it. They need it. They need you. Everything is so sensitive right now, so vulnerable, so open. There's love coming. There's so much good coming. You deserve it. You really deserve it. Education. You're going to be learning so much about yourself, about your life, about the life you're meant to live, about the people who belong in your life. Because you're setting yourself free. Freedom. 2 hands. Both yours. Nobody else is setting you free, my love. You are setting yourself free. You're the one. You're the savior. The inner child oracle. I'm being silent because it feels like this deserves a moment of silence, a moment of respect. This message deserves to be honored. And I don't know if you've honored yourself enough. Have you honored the fact that you have done all of these things for yourself? Have you honored yourself, how far you've come, how much you've done, how much you've healed, grown, evolved? Have you? Because I feel like you haven't, because you've been so going by default, just going and going and going and trying and trying and trying, and you forgot to celebrate because you felt like there was nothing to celebrate. But right now, this is what we celebrate, that you're here, that you're watching this, that you're at this point in the journey where everything changes, when everything turns and you look around and you're like, nothing's changed. But it is changing though. You can feel it. And I know you might be like, oh no, that's gibberish. Everyone keeps telling, oh, abundance, blessings, blah, 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 everything's coming. Because it is. And you feel it. And as much as you try to push it aside, those words, those feelings, they're always there. That is why I keep coming to the camera, because these messages need to be shared. They need to be heard. When I turn on the camera, I'm not me anymore. I'm the channel. And And the channel doesn't lie. When I used to watch these videos, it was easy for me to discount it as, well, nobody ever knows, blah, blah, blah. But when I started channeling, I understood, though. I understood. It's not me trying to come up with stuff. It's not me here. It's the channel. I could be anyone. I could be any face. I could be any name. I could be in any country. Those things don't matter because it's not me. It's the channel. It's the channel in each of us. And if we open up, we allow it to flow, miracles come out. Words come out, messages, giving us hope in moments of disaster. It's been rough lately, and these are those words of hope. And believe me, I didn't want to say them or listen to them, but this is the channel. I hear myself speak and I don't know what I'm gonna say. And that's beautiful, isn't it? The message here is stop fighting yourself. Stop fighting yourself from feeling what you know you're feeling. Stop fighting with logic, with intuition. Like, stop using your mind as a weapon. No, that doesn't make any sense. Or, well, I can't prove that. Or, I can't see it happen, so it's not true. Stop using your mind as a weapon. Use your intuition as your eyes. Because it's known this whole time. And you heard it this whole time and you believed it, but sometimes it gets so dense and so noisy and so distracting and so scary that we almost stop hearing it. And then we clear out the channels, clear out the blocks, release the tension, and suddenly we hear it again. Maybe a week, 2 weeks ago, I couldn't hear anything. Now I hear it clearly. I feel it because I cleared it out, the channel. And I know you did too because you're watching this. This is very powerful. I'm hardly doing cards. And the more I channel, the more I fade. I fade very quickly. But I'm gonna keep going because I wanna follow Spirit's guide. Follow Spirit's what am I even saying? Follow Spirit. Just listen to Spirit, what Spirit says to do, because Spirit is saying to keep going. Let it come forth. Give yourself permission to feel it. Give yourself the permission to feel everything, including the fact that you are here and you did it. You saved yourself. You saved that kid. That kid was very scared and alone. And you went there again and again and picked her or him or them up. You embraced the child, gave it a kiss, and said everything's gonna be fine. And a part of you felt that in the past. Whenever you were going through something hard, you felt those words and that kiss. And you thought it was a departed loved one, an angel. The whole time it was you. Did you know that? Give yourself permission to be everything you are. The bad parts, the good parts, the light parts, the dark parts, everything. Release everything. See everything. Claim everything. Don't shy away from anything right now. You're aligning to the frequency that you need to hold, but you cannot align if you close your eyes to the bad and only look at the good. That's bypassing. That's not going to get you anywhere. Stop trying to be in the right frequency and high vibing and smiling and covering up those tears with whatever. Stop it. Release all the anger, all the frustration, disappointment, guilt, blame, shame, all of it. And I know you have been. All of it. It has to go. All of it has to go. Seek guidance in this. It is time for a different perspective. I know right now you're self-isolating. You're probably just feeling out of touch with the world, with friends, with everything, and you just want to rest in your cave and you just want to hermit. But maybe it's okay to talk to some people, to share what you've been through, or just ask Spirit for, I don't know, what do you need right now? Is there anything you need, or have you done everything that you've needed to do? I feel like you've done an incredible job, because you've settled that nervous energy that was prevalent the last, I don't know how many weeks or days or even months for some. You finally settled that discomfort, that fear, that doubt. Could I do it? Could I really change my life? Yes, you can. And you did. You are. Why did you doubt it? Why? You always come out on top. But you always doubt it too. Silly little human. Disappointment is not the end. Exactly. There's hope even in the darkest of nights. This has been a dark night of the soul, my friend. And you navigated it beautifully. There's light coming. The light is coming. Because this disappointment, this chaos, this panic is not the end. There's always going to be a next. What's next? Well, I'll tell you what's next. It's not going to be another night of the soul, that's for sure. Spirit is not that cruel. And you're not a superhuman. You need rest. You need to recharge. You need... The scales are balancing, I'm hearing. I've never seen this card before. Emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. This is what you had to do this whole time. My cat. You see? Misha. This is what you did the whole time. You explored your emotions so deeply, so profoundly. They were your guides. And you felt like you were losing control of yourself, but actually you were gaining control in the most strangest of ways. Because the best way to control a situation is to surrender it. We've been through this before, but I think now you get it. In order to get a hold of yourself, you needed to let go of all of it. and you fought and you resisted and you tried to control and you went crazy, but you came out on the other side. Look at her. Mishi. You came out on the other side stronger, better. You learned this immense lesson that you needed to learn. You needed to integrate this. And I know it was too hard this time. This time it was too hard. Unfortunately, the healing journey is not a, you do it once and then everything's great. You do it over and over, you learn the lessons over and over, and you do get rewarded, you do get peace and freedom, but it's all in cycles. Good and bad, fast and slow. This was a cycle that you ended. You just ended. 222. The starseed oracle. You guys, we're not gonna have tarot cards today because it's just oracle cards for some reason. Not even note cards, I don't know. It's Spirit just wants to say some things in this way, and I'm gonna let it. You trust Spirit so much now, even though maybe a few days ago you didn't. You might have a tumultuous relationship with Spirit. You do trust it, you love it, you're grateful, but sometimes it asks too much of you. It asks too much of you. But it's okay because it needed to be done. You needed to go through the dark to find the light. She's like, she wants my attention. Someone wants your attention for sure. Empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. You've been on this tremendous journey of self-discovery. You've been looking in the mirror and almost didn't see. You didn't see, you were blindfolded, but then you started to see shapes, colors, things. Little by little, you started to see parts of yourself. You saw some things that you didn't want to see, but you handled it. You learned about yourself more than you ever have in your life. And you might ask, why did I have to? Why is it always going deeper? Why is the rabbit hole never ending? Because you're so deep. Because you're not. There's so much depth to you. How do you expect to see it all at once? You wouldn't. You couldn't. You can see just small parts, one at a time, over long periods of time, and that's the journey. And you choose which parts to keep, which parts to heal. You do this all intuitively. You're very intuitively empathic, intelligent starseed. You're not alone. Community. You're creating magic, but you're not alone in it. Do remember that right now a lot of us are connecting via videos, comments, communities, real life events, friends, family, just people reaching out of nowhere. She's cleaning herself. She's such a neat freak. I don't know what that means to you, but once this cycle ends, I'm hearing connection begins. You're going to be connecting with more people. I feel like you isolated yourself a lot through this dark night of the soul period. And now you're going to be able to she loves fighting. After this isolating period, you're going to connect with others on your wavelength. I don't know why all of a sudden my nose, it's just so bad. You're going to connect to people on your wavelength. And you're going to create something together. Communities, friendships, lovers. It's coming. Get ready. Okay? Let me know if it resonates. Like, subscribe, all those nice things. And I will see you next time. I'm so proud of you. Bye.